Hello everyone, how are you today? Personally, I'm pretty okay, at the end of holiday, so it cannot be that good. But Halloween went so well. My costume, my witch costume, a bit remixed, get a lot of compliments, and I was really happy about it. I mean, everything was just went as planned, so it was amazing. If you want to check the outfit, you always have the Facebook page, the one, the Nngamei Facebook page, when you have all my styles and outfit and all the things I'm doing with style, makeup and fashion. Everything is there. I will put the link below, so if you want to check it out and let me know what you think, it's totally fine. But as for today, as for this side note, well, actually I was reading my all the things I have about my teachers, and then I stopped on something that happened last week just before holiday, and I was like, okay, today we're gonna do another one just about the god of communication. I think we won't have time to talk about the three others, even the American one, so the police story will be for later. But because this one, like the dog one, I need to explain you what happened and my opinion on it. I think like every time he went a bit too far. This teacher, I don't know how he can be a communication teacher and be so bad at analyzing people or at talking to people. I don't know. Let's start the story then. What happened the week before we left? So one of my classmates has a presentation to do. The same thing I was telling you about the dog fight story. So the topic was Apple, and the MacBook, and everything went pretty okay. The thing is that this guy, he's really nice, he's really trying, but he's very young, he just finished high school, he just got into this degree like that, I mean, like, he doesn't even know what he really wants to do after that. So like a lot of people, I mean, that's a common thing. Okay, so but just to tell you that he's not someone who is like a master of communication. He's passionate with the communication work, but more on the creative side, artistic side, not really like the convincing and talking side. But we're in a degree when we have to learn how to do everything. So of course we have to learn how to convince people and do some analysis and this kind of stuff. So basically he did with his group the presentation, everything was okay. We know, me and my classmate and everybody in the class know that he's not really good at talking. He has a lot of problems with communication. I mean, like, he's talking well, so we can understand him, but it's not like a proper talk, I mean, it doesn't feel like how can I say, has like a convincing speech. It doesn't feel like a speech. You really think like talking like one-to-one thing, like next to the coffee machine. But he knows that, and he's improving. Really, he's improving. I'm trying to defend him because you have to know that basically he finished his presentation and he made a few mistakes because he didn't understood quite well the topic, or not even the topic, but more like the class. So he used some terms wrongly, so he did a wrong analysis when he was about his own part. But he's so willing to try that every time the teacher asks questions, he will be the one out of the 4 people in the group to answer the question. He will try to convince him and justify why he did that, why he chose that. But every time he's wrong. He doesn't have the right answer, and the way he's saying the answer, tone is more like, yeah, because that's like that, like kind of obvious, but it's not really that obvious actually. So yeah, I don't know what happened, but the teacher went mad. Like, he said about the presentation that a lot of things were wrong, like the analysis was wrong, so they had to redo it again. Okay, that's fine, but he told that guy that he doesn't understand what this guy is doing in this degree. So basically he's questioning his place here. You have to know that to get in that degree you have to send an application, and they told us that they received 2,000 applications for this degree and for this option, and they only took 60 people. So we are the 60 lucky one who got accepted. With when you do the application, you have to give like a example of what you did, you have to explain why you're choosing this application, you have to give your grade. I think I'm not interested. You have to give your grades. You have to I don't know, to show that you're good, and they are really looking at your grades. This guy was really good in high school, so if he's there, it's because he deserved to be there. But for the teacher, the face he did was like, what the hell are you doing here? I mean, like, boy, you're not good at communication, just get out, I don't understand why you're here. If you don't, and basically that's what I said, if you don't understand my class, then you don't have your place here. You're not supposed to be here. I mean, I don't even know what you're doing here, So, and I was like, what the hell? Me and my friend would look at each other and be like, this guy is joking us. You're a fucking teacher. There's a way to talk to people. I'm not saying that this guy was good. He was shit. Honestly, the way he was talking, his speech was not really good. Even us, we're not professional, but we can tell because we know him and we know what he did before in other classes. So we know that he's improving, but he's not quite there. But the teacher doesn't know that. But even if you don't know that, there is a way to talk to people. There are some people you have to push them. You have to say positive things so they will do better. There are other people you have to put them down. This kind of guy is not the one that you have to put down to get something out of him. He will just, just protect himself and be like quiet and don't want to do anything about it anymore, He's going to block him. But this teacher didn't understand that. I don't know what he did at school, because I'm telling you, if the inspector gave him his degree of teaching, so that I'm not sure he will get a degree. But maybe I'm going a bit too far, but to tell you how much it pissed me off that he's just putting down somebody in front of everyone. He just shot this guy in front of everyone. The guy couldn't say anything because, of course, you're in a class, you're in presentation, he's a teacher, the god of communication, he has so much confidence that, if you want to answer back, well, you have to be really, really, really confident about what you're going to say, because it's going to put you down like that. He did that with a girl that is overconfident. We loved her. She know how to answer back because, she's been through some shit. But even her, the fight was kind of equal. So with this boy who barely know how to kind of defend himself properly, he will be completely useless. So you have to say something. So he didn't answer anything. Of course he shouldn't. Then he went back to his seat and he forgot his notes on the teacher's table. The teacher saw the note and saw that he made some mistakes on his notes. And then in front of everyone he was like, you don't know how to write French? Please take a pen. He told him, take a red pen and correct me, that it will be something really good to you. I'm going to help you. Just correct this shit. And I'm like, are you kidding me? If this guy were reading my notes, it would be like, mind blown. I think he will quit, because when you read my notes, it's full of mistakes. The sentence doesn't mean anything, but I understand it because that's my notes. That's how I can, focus. And if I forgot a word, I know what that means because it's my personal notes. There will be some mistake because it's not supposed to be something that you're gonna hand to the teacher. But this guy, how bad it was? It was like, okay, basically, you don't know how to speak, you don't understand anything about this class. Where were you when we made the class? And now you don't even know how you write. I'm like, boy, calm the fucking down. This has been just 2 months we've been here. You're supposed to be here to teach us things. Okay, the notes part, the grammatical mistake, that's not your problem. That's expression class problem. That's not your problem. Okay, just tell what was wrong about the analysis, and that's it. You don't have to question why the person is here. He's doing something for his future. He doesn't really know what he want to do. There is a way to talk to people. If I was a teacher, and I'm not somebody who was like kind of very sweet and, I'm kind of very straightforward. But if I was a teacher, before putting somebody down, I will try to, hype that person. And if I see that it's not working, then I will use the second technique, which is the negative technique. Actually, just a side note of the side notes. It's so funny. In my Like video, my second YouTube channel will be the topic, the how to push somebody, the positive and negative techniques, and how it can work, what kind of people can respond to what. I'm going to try to make a 5 minutes overall analysis on this. So yeah, the teacher just put down this this guy like he was shit. We felt so bad for him, and we were like, what the hell is doing? We don't even want to stay in this class anymore. We come in because the class is interesting and important. He's a good teacher, but the way he's talking to us, is shit. I don't know how he got to get the god of communication, but oh my goodness, that just pissed me off so much. Boy, I'm telling you, you have to know how to talk to people, because that's how you're gonna make people grow, especially young students. Me, I could handle that, but some people cannot handle it, and he has to make the difference. That's why you study teaching, right? Oh, that's crazy. And yeah, and then finally, to finish the story, of course, because he couldn't stop like that, when the guy just, you know, correct the mistake on his note that he will never use again and maybe throw away next to the class because it was just for one fucking presentation. But, you know, teacher was happy because he corrected 2 fucking mistakes. He said to him that time has changed. That before you could get a job in communication without doing much, you know, of studying, just by being a nice guy or a cute girl. But nowadays it's completely different. Now you need a degree. You need to show that you know things, that you understand things if you want to get a job. If you don't do that, if you don't do your homework, you will never get a job in this area, in communication. He said that to this guy who doesn't even know what you want to do like in the future. But basically he's telling you, if you want to do communication, but you can forget it right now. You know, I don't even know why you're here. I mean, like, he's not going to, I don't know how you got here, if it was your pretty smile or whatever, but that's not going to work to get a job. I mean, like, it's been 2 months we in this degree, this 2 years degree. It's been 2 fucking months, okay? I mean, you don't say that to someone. I don't know, the way he crashed him down, the way he bashed that boy, that was so mean. It was mean for free, for nothing. Because that's not a way to talk to somebody that you don't know, and you want to help that boy. Okay, just try to understand him. Try to push him before putting him down. There is a way to do stuff. And he said that in front of the class. Basically, that's a shame. You know, in society, we always like, I don't give a shit, but be honest. When somebody is like treating you like shit in front of everyone, it's a shame. Okay? And that's not helping. That's not really helping. I mean, I don't understand that teacher, right? Really, that's a problem for me. You cannot tell somebody that he shouldn't be there. Not that first time you hear that person. When you don't know that person, that student who is so young and just coming from high school. I mean, of course, half of us doesn't know what we fucking hear. I do, but a lot of them doesn't know what they hear. Are you going to tell them that to go back home? And your fucking selection. We were selected for a reason, right? So you don't even believe in your own system. I mean, I don't know. For me, that was very mean, free, and you should have done it. You should give me your comments on what happened. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just taking things a bit too far. I'm overthinking, you know, this situation. Some of you will say that, oh no, that's a good teacher. That's how you have to push people because this kind of guy deserved that. But I'm telling you, this guy is a hard-working guy. He's doing his best. It's just, he has talent, but in different classes. He's really good in, you know, creating, editing, photography, or, you know, this kind of creative classes is really good. He's just talking, convincing, more like marketing kind of classes that is a bit tough because you need, you know, words. I know, he's not really good at making speech. But he's here to learn. He's fucking here for 2 years to learn that, okay? So don't, like, you know, tell him that he's shit right now. Wait to see more of him. I mean, that's my opinion on the thing, at least. So tell me what you think about this. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Yo, that's just what I wanted to talk about today. You know, I'm just so pissed about that, and I will do another video about the other teachers. You know, we have time. As for today, that's it. I hope I didn't put you down too much and I didn't shout at you and piss you off. But yeah, I really wanted to tell this story because I don't like when people are just like being mean to someone for free. For me, that's not right. That's just not right. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you're gonna have a very good week. If you want to check the I Got You one on the technique to hype someone, just go check it out. You know, and apart from that, I think we're all good. Have a lovely week. Bye. I hate that. I really, really hate that. All that pepper for nothing. Next time.